Jacqueline MacInnes Wood, the powerhouse actress behind the fan-favorite character Steffy Forrester on The Bold and the Beautiful, has officially confirmed what fans have been speculating for weeks. She has given birth to twins. In a heartfelt and celebratory post on her personal social media, Wood shared the joyful news that she and her husband are now the proud parents of a baby boy and a baby girl. This new addition not only expands their real-life family to 6 children in total, but also marks what the actress says will be her final pregnancy. That revelation alone sent shockwaves through both her loyal fan base and the wider daytime television community. But what sent the internet into a frenzy was not just the news of the twins themselves, it was the implication that her beloved character Steffy would soon be returning to the B canvas. And in typical soap fashion, her return is set to collide with a storm of drama already brewing in Los Angeles. Wood's announcement was met with overwhelming support from her fans, co-stars, and the soap opera world at large. Her husband, expressing his joy and pride, revealed that having twins was a shared dream of theirs, a dream that has now come true. For Wood, the birth of these twins is more than just a personal milestone. It marks the close of a significant chapter in her life, as she firmly declared this will be her last pregnancy. With 4 children already under her belt before the twins, Jacqueline MacInnes Wood is now a mother of 6, a reality that mirrors the intense family-centric storylines of the character she plays on screen. Her statement was direct, honest, and full of grace. She is clearly fulfilled, and the tone of her message made it clear. She's proud, she's grateful, and she's ready for what comes next on and off the screen. For viewers of The Bold and the Beautiful, this news translates to one thing: Steffy Forrester is coming back. Her absence has been deeply felt in the ongoing arcs of the show, particularly with the heightened tension surrounding the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers. Steffy's presence has always been a stabilizing yet electrifying force. She's a fierce mother, a business powerhouse, and a woman who never backs down from a fight. With her re-entry imminent, fans are preparing for the ripple effects it will bring, especially considering how much has shifted in her absence. Steffy's character has always been layered with intensity and complexity, and the return of such a pivotal figure promises to set the stage for a new wave of drama. Her return doesn't just restore balance, it reignites long-simmering tensions and unresolved storylines. Viewers are already speculating about what her return will mean for her relationships with Finn, Liam, Hope, and even Sheila. There's also the question of whether her on-screen life will begin to reflect her off-screen reality. Will Steffy's family grow? Will her role as a mother be written into the show even deeper, perhaps in a storyline that mirrors Wood's real-life experience with 6 children? More pressingly, fans are clamoring to know, will the faces of the newborn twins be revealed? Thus far, Jacqueline has kept their identities private, sharing only the genders a boy and a girl. This mystery has only heightened the curiosity and speculation among fans. Will she share more in the coming weeks? Will the twins make a cameo on the show? Will the writers weave this birth into the narrative and give Steffy twins as well? While nothing has been officially announced by CBS or the B production team, viewers are hanging on to every post, every hint, every breadcrumb. The buzz around the twins is not just about their arrival, but about what they represent. They're the physical embodiment of a turning point in Wood's life, an emotional capstone to her journey as a mother. The fact that she has now given birth to 6 children is, by any measure, extraordinary, and fans can't help but be awed by the way she's balanced her demanding role on a daytime drama with her role as a mother of a large and growing family. Her husband's emotional response to their dream of twins coming true only underscores how significant this milestone is. It's not just a personal achievement, it's a moment of triumph. As the show prepares to welcome Steffy back into the fold, there's a collective anticipation swelling in the fanbase. Everyone wants to know how she'll re-enter the story. Will she burst back onto the scene at Forrester Creations, reclaiming her position at the top with that signature Steffy confidence? Will she return to find her family in disarray, alliances shifted, and old flames rekindled? Or will she come back with a calmer, more reflective perspective, shaped by her experiences as a mother of 6? Either way, one thing is certain. Jacqueline MacInnes Wood has made an indelible impact on the bold and the beautiful, and her return, fresh from the triumph and joy of new motherhood, is guaranteed to be unforgettable. Her character has never shied away from chaos, passion, or challenge, and her real-life strength only adds more weight to her on-screen presence. Viewers are ready. The cast is ready. The stage is set for Steffy Forrester to make her grand return, and this time, she's coming back with a legacy that spans far beyond the screen. As the soap world continues to buzz with excitement, it's clear that Jacqueline MacInnes Wood's personal joy has added an electric new dimension to her public persona. She's not just Steffy anymore. She's a woman who has conquered both the screen and her own life with unwavering determination. With 6 children in her arms and millions of fans at her back, she's more than ready for whatever comes next. Steffy's return to the bold and the beautiful is more than just a homecoming. It's a calculated strike. She's not walking into Los Angeles with flowers and hugs. She's coming back with fire in her eyes and a mission that could blow up everything. And this time, her target isn't just one person. She's coming for Luna. She's coming for hope. And most shockingly of all, she's coming for her own brother, Thomas. The moment Steffy walks through the doors of Forrester Creations, the temperature drops. Her presence hits like a tidal wave. Finn is stunned. Ridge is cautiously optimistic, but everyone else knows what that look on her face means. Steffy didn't fly back to LA for a reunion. She's here to stop something. And as the truth unravels, it becomes clear, Steffy is back to kill the wedding between Hope and Thomas before it even begins. But before she gets to Hope, she has unfinished business with Luna. Last time Steffy and Luna clashed, it ended in chaos. Steffy never trusted Luna, never fully believed she was just an innocent intern caught in the crossfire of Forrester politics. And now, with Luna growing closer to RJ and quietly climbing the ranks at the company, Steffy sees a new threat emerging. A threat that reminds her too much of the past. Steffy confronts Luna in a brutal face-off, calling her out in front of the Forrester team. Luna tries to hold her ground, but Steffy comes in harder than ever. She demands answers about Luna's loyalty, her role at the company, and most provocatively, her involvement in the web of influence surrounding Thomas and Hope's engagement. It becomes clear Steffy believes Luna may be more involved in pushing Hope toward Thomas than anyone realized. Steffy accuses Luna of being a pawn, used by those who want to manipulate the Forrester family for their own gain. Luna, humiliated and blindsided, leaves the confrontation shaken. But the damage is done. Steffy has made her stance clear. She doesn't trust Luna, and she won't let her shape the future of Forrester. But Luna is just the appetizer. Steffy's real move comes when she crashes a private family meeting about the upcoming wedding between Hope and Thomas. She doesn't wait for permission to speak. She doesn't care who's in the room. She drops the bomb. This wedding cannot happen. Ridge is stunned. Brooke is silent. Thomas is furious. But Steffy doesn't flinch. She lays it all out, point by point, about why this marriage would be a catastrophic mistake. First, she turns to Hope. Steffy accuses her of playing with Thomas's heart, of flipping back and forth between Liam and Thomas for years, always keeping one man on a string while chasing the other. She reminds everyone of the pain Thomas has been through, the breakdowns, the therapy, the obsession, and how fragile his stability still is. You don't love him the way he deserves to be loved, Steffy spits out. You love the version of him you can control. And when that version slips, you run back to Liam. Don't do this to him again. Not like this. Then she turns to Thomas. And it's not gentle. You fought hard to rebuild yourself, she says. But marrying Hope won't fix what you're still trying to heal. You're chasing closure in a place that only ever gave you chaos. Her voice is sharp. emotional. She's not just attacking the wedding, she's trying to save her brother from losing himself again. Hope, caught between defensive fury and undeniable guilt, lashes back. She accuses Steffy of being controlling, of wanting to run everyone's life, of being jealous that Thomas chose Hope over any other woman, including Steffy's own hand-picked options. The room ignites. Brooke defends Hope. Ridge begs everyone to calm down. But the explosion has already gone off. And Thomas, torn between his love for Hope and his respect for Steffy, begins to unravel. The doubts Steffy planted are growing roots. Meanwhile, Finn watches from the sidelines, alarmed at how far Steffy is willing to go. He supports her strength, but even he starts to question whether her motives are entirely pure. Is she trying to protect Thomas or protect her own legacy at Forrester? Is she defending family or asserting dominance? As the days unfold, Steffy continues her campaign to sabotage the wedding. She digs into Hope's recent decisions, leaking private information to the press that paints Hope as unstable and indecisive. She pushes Thomas to revisit his therapy sessions, hoping a professional voice will mirror her warnings. And most dramatically, she starts manipulating key wedding staff, suppliers, and even the venue, using her influence to delay, disrupt, and derail every detail. Hope, increasingly paranoid and on edge, begins to question whether this wedding is even worth the battle. But Thomas remains firm until Steffy delivers one final blow. She brings in someone from Thomas's past. Someone who knows exactly how deep his old obsession with Hope went. A former therapist? A former ally? A witness to Thomas's darkest days? Whoever it is, their testimony sends Thomas into a spiral. For the first time, he questions whether he's really ready or if Hope is just a symbol of something broken he's still trying to fix. The wedding is put on hold. Hope is crushed. Brooke is furious. And Steffy, despite the wreckage she's left behind, doesn't apologize. She stands alone at the edge of the Forrester estate, watching the chaos settle behind her, whispering to herself, "I saved him. Even if he'll never thank me." But the story isn't over. Luna, bruised but not broken, is quietly gathering support. RJ stands by her, and together they begin building a quiet rebellion against Steffy's control. Hope isn't done fighting either. She's not ready to give up on Thomas, and she may have one last card to play that could bring Steffy to her knees. And Thomas? He's trapped between two women, two visions of who he should be, and the lingering question, can he truly change, or is he still chasing a fantasy that was never real? The battle lines are drawn. Steffy's return has turned everything upside down. And Los Angeles may never be the same.
Oh.